All right, traders, I am back again with another video, and today we want to take a look at BTC versus USD, so the Bitcoin versus US dollar. We're going to look at trading opportunity as the price has broken outside of the Kumo for a possible Kumo breakout. Now, I talked about this thing yesterday, talked about this period yesterday. I posted on Twitter here, and what I showed you guys, I showed you this price right here, and at that point, let me bring this in tighter. At that point right here yesterday, I figured we would see a correction, a small correction. So we could probably still see more, but I'm going to explain a little bit more about why I think we may not. But we saw a little correction here. Yesterday I figured we might see the correction because we were bouncing off of the bottom of this cloud here, kind of rejecting this bottom of the Kumo right here. And we got a TK crossover that's bearish. Our future just turned bearish, okay? Chiku span is below price, so everything is bearish on this chart. I think you're going to see bearish move to the downside. It's just a matter of fact, is it going to kick in now or is it going to hang around here for a while? You never know. If you think the market's going to just go direction that you're thinking, then you're probably wrong. But what I'm looking at here is yesterday we looked at this price and the rejection it had. Then we talked about it moving up to this level here, which you see at 1009136. So the reason we looked at that was we go to the 4-hour time frame, and when we're on the 4-hour time frame, we were looking at the market moving to one of our major levels, one of our major trading levels. Okay, so when we saw that level, it also pretty much lines up with your Tinkinson. So your Tinkinson is right here at this point, and that's pretty much where this level rejected. So what I'm looking at now is we're rejecting the Tinkinson and the Kumo. So you had a slight breakout. If you get a move that goes back up into this cloud, still continue to look for your move to the downside, because I think a move to the upside, the max we would probably see is to the Kijinsen, but I don't think we're going to even see that. So let me look back here, go back to the 4-hour time frame. So when we follow this 4-hour time frame, you could see the market came, when we talked about this, the market came right up to the level we talked about when we posted this on Twitter. So look back at my Twitter feeds and see exactly what I was talking about, because I discussed this a little bit, and you could see we came right to that level, and then today we bounced off of that level. Looked like we may continue to the downside. The move is to the downside. The overall move is to the downside. You want to see price break outside of that 4-hour TK zone right here, because you're inside the TK zone right here. You want to see the price break outside of that level. Now, for my trade, I like to stay on the daily and then go to the 4 to get a better entry. I want to see what's going to happen here. We're rejecting this daily level, is rejecting here. So if this daily candle closes as is, what I'm looking at doing here is putting a sell order right here, right below the level, a little bit below the level. All right, and I would put a stop loss up here, a little bit above that level. Wouldn't be risking a lot. Now you want to see the market come down. What I'm looking at is the market to start its move to the downside, a break of Kijinsen, so you got all bearish signals, as I said. So a break of the Kumo would signify that strong move to the downside. We have everything bearish here. So what I like to do is look at my 1, 2, 3 formation, because the market likes to move in the measured move, so it'd be like a 1-to-1 ratio move. So what I do here, and this is based off of when I'm marking this level with my fib extension tool, your numbers aren't going to match my numbers. So if the market does drop here, I think we could see the market hit this level. All right, we could see a big drop here down to about, what's that going to be, 7036.01, right? See a drop down that deep. That's a deep drop, and you could probably see that move because that's a 1-to-1 ratio move. So the market likes to move in those 1-to-1 ratio moves a lot. So you'll see the ABCD formation, or whatever you want to call 1, 2, 3, 4 formation. So what I look for to see which way the market is going is a move, continuation of the 1, 2, 3 level, and then you break this 2 level. So what I'm going to show you here, when I look at that, I'm going to draw it out. I have a 1 right here, I have a 2 here, and I have a 3 here. Now you don't always know this is 3, but the way we trade, We trade level, signal, and then trigger. This helps us not to get into too many losing trades. And also with level, signal, trigger, it puts us at a strong support and resistance level, first of all. Once we have that level where we're trading is usually a correction, which usually ends up being the 3 level. So when we get into a trade at the 3 level, we more than likely look for our signal and then our 3 level trigger for the entry of a trade. Now this is the dollar, this is the Bitcoin US dollar daily time frame. So when we look at this, the market goes 1, 2, 3, 4 to the downside. So 4 would have to break 2. Now my talking about hitting that 4 level, which was down here at the 7 something area, I forget what we said. You always have to break 2 though, because 2 is the fluctuation level. This is where the market, if it drops, it fails to get through that level sometime, and then you'll have a ranging market before it either goes one way or the other at that point. So you need to get past 2. So when you take your trade, usually your trade is up at 3. At this point, we're taking a trade lower than our 3 level, because the 3 level move has already started with a rejection of Tinkinson right here, with a rejection right here. So I put out a video on YouTube about these trades, the Tinkinson Kijinson bounce trades, and that's what you had right here. All right, so let me go back. This is exactly what you had here. Pretty much you came inside the TK zone here, and then you broke outside of the TK zone. This was the breakout of the zone, but when you had the rejection inside the zone, you really pretty much want to set up this entry here. Now we're talking about zones and all. I have zones that I really love to trade that are even more important than any of these Tinkinson Kijinson zones we're trading, or levels that we're trading. These fractal zones are the major zones that I'm going to be trading. So basically I get bounces off of my fractal zones, but looking here, we're looking at the TK zone, the break here with the rejection inside the zone. This is all resistance. So you got your first level of resistance for Ichimoku. Coming up will be this level. So when the market was down here, this was support down here, but you had resistance going to the upside from your Tinkinson and Kijinson. So as the market drops through, now this all becomes resistance. You have resistance moving higher from the Kumo, from the Tinkinson, from the Kijinson. So that's why I'm like seeing the market pull all the way back up to this level. I probably wouldn't think that. Now the only way I would probably see that is if we look at the market failing at this 2 level. All right, so this 2 level, if we get our trade here, we fell at this 2 level, and you may see the market range up into this area here for a while. It could range in this area before it eventually drops or moves higher, whatever it's going to do, because 2 is that fluctuation level, and that's where you're going to see the most fluctuation of the market. Let me remove that. But I'm looking to enter at this point because this candle will close, and if this candle closes as a rejection, I would put a short order here, a sell stop right there, stop loss slightly above, looking to get to this target first, and then like I said, our next target, let's see what that was again, make sure where we are. So get to your first target with the trade, then look for your second target. I use the price action, same way I get in the trade, pretty much want to get out of the trade, that price action. So look for that target about 7023.29 for your overall target. Now your first target is going to be right here at 909185. All right, everything on Ichimoku is bearish. We're probably going to see a little bit more upside because this Williams %R is breaking above the negative 80 level here, and a break above that level. We want to see that break back down below that level. Now if it goes back up to the negative 20, you may see the price move back up into this area here, but then again drop back down after we hit that negative 20 and break right here, just like you did here. All right, because when we look for that 1, 2, 3, you pull back into the zone here, and then you see the market hit that negative 20 level and then break back down. This candle signified the breakdown right here. Let me show you. This is all we trade and look at. The market went up to this negative 20 level on when you were inside your TK zone. What a rejection. The next candle signified a break below -20. That's where you wanted to put your entry, right below that level. Look for the market to drop to the downside. So that's what we were looking at. All right. And even at this point, we already knew where our target was. Our target's the same as what I just told you, which first target was shoot down for this -20 for this 2 level, and then the next would be that 7 whatever level, that 7 level I just told you. The brain is not that good. Can't remember those numbers. All right. But no, for real, let's get ready to end this. I just wanted to make sure you guys see this trade opportunity. Don't falter when you see the market move a little bit higher. A lot of rejection from here. Also, you're going to look at when you see these clouds. So you see this flat cloud right here. These flat cloud levels. I'm going to move everything. So this was our entry level. This was our 4-hour rejection level that we looked at. This is the bottom of the cloud, and this is the next bottom level of the cloud. These are strong support and resistance levels, and you see the market fell to get through these levels, also with your Tings and Kijinsen. So you have a flat cloud here. Now the Kumo shadows are behind us, so this one's not going to really matter. Everything's bearish, as I said. I don't like to see no angulation on both spans, okay, because that shows me that the market is very weak. So if we don't get our move, we're going to just sit in here. So I like to also do this to make sure we understand where the market is going at times. Now again, make sure this candle closes as a rejection, because if it doesn't, then we have to reassess, because we're going to look at moving back up into the cloud, and then for the Kumo breakout. All right, so we had a slight breakout, but I want to get the market to retrace and then drop good, or else if it's going to just really drop right here off of this candle. But I like to box it in, because you can see inside that box the market's not going anywhere until it breaks that box. Either it's going to break the upside or break the downside. More than likely, if it's going to stay in line with this short trend that's developing, it'll break the downside. All right, so we'll see the market drop to the downside. We'll shoot for our 2 level. So everything holds true what I'm talking about right now. Watch for this candle close. Watch to see what we close as, and then we can get our entry to the downside. All right. So if we don't get that entry to the downside, let the next candles take you a little bit higher, because I think you won't get past your 4 hours level that we developed. All right. And then you'll see the market drop back to the downside. At that point, it will have moved back into the cloud, but then we could take that trade with the Kumo breakout again. Maybe we have a cleaner breakout than this. This wasn't really a breakout. It rejected the bottom and kind of closed right at the base of the cloud. So you really couldn't signify that as a breakout. So the next candle opened lower than the cloud that was on angle, and I wouldn't consider that a breakout. So I want to see the market moving, breakout come right on down through that cloud. Now again, we're not just looking for that breakout. That's our second option. Our first option is this level right here. Our second option will be if the market fails to drop lower, we push higher, then we look for the breakout, the Kumo breakout. Everything will be bearish for you for a nice trade to the downside. Target still will be as is, your 2 level, and then that 7 target. All right, so that's what we're doing here. This is I'm going to post this and let you guys see what we got going on. Also, guys, I want you to remember, yes, visit my site, as you can see right up here, www.fxatOneglance.com. Still got an opportunity to become a member, and still holding on to that $250 one-time lifetime fee to become a lifetime member and receive content like this on a weekly basis and on a daily basis when there's trade setups. On a weekly basis, we hold crypto and Forex webinars. Our crypto webinar is coming up tomorrow, every Friday at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and then every Sunday at 4 o'clock for the Forex market, and then throughout the week as needed. Okay, this week we did a Monday session. I think we did Tuesday and Wednesday for Forex. Had a lot of trading opportunities arising and developing, and we just wanted to make sure everybody was on the same page. But yes, I'm still offering that membership for you guys. Don't know how long it's going to be around. Normally that price is 2 times that. All right, but you can't get better than that for a lifetime and receive this content for good. All right, so hope this stuff helped you guys out. If you do like this video, please let me know that you like it. If you don't like it, I guess you gotta let me know, but I don't want you to not like it. I hope you like it. All right. Well, thank you guys. Until next time, have a great one. God bless. So long.